rid of that bitch. No, I don't want no fucking Madden Wars. Fucking shitting me? Shit. Trying to get set up. Twitter.com. Bop. Bop. Exhibition play now. And then get the ship underway. Settings. Guess I win. Edit uniforms. We're gonna go with that one. Let's do it. Now we gotta tweet this out. Now live on YouTube. Control V and tweet. We're gonna do like about. We're gonna do 13 minutes. Turn off that acceleration clock. We're gonna do 1 o'clock. Clear. Boom.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in.
There we go.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Now White on a return. That's a strong running. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. It's Joe Flacco leading them out, the leading passer in Raven franchise history in his 11th season now out of Delaware.
Throughout his career, he's been tough, hard-nosed, and certainly durable. Only 6 starts missed in his first 10 seasons and played 16 games 9 times. But for the first time in his career, a little competition headed his way with first-round pick Lamar Jackson from Louisville set to contest for the #1 job.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. A little play action there. Sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people.
That was free.
How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I think the Baltimore Ravens front office will tell you that's exactly why they drafted Hayden Hurst. He's got a potential to make a big impact in the league, especially in the red zone, and he just delivered right there.
5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who's in his 11th season now as a starting quarterback of the Packers. It's his 14th year overall, Aaron Rodgers.
And a case can be made that Aaron Rodgers is changing the way you play quarterback in the NFL. Instead of just precision and timing, he's able to take a play and extend it even when it doesn't need to be and go for the bigger play downfield rather than short, easy, effective throw.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. And here is motion again.
Oh my God, again, another flag.
False start, offense.
That one on Brian Bulaga.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
God, that was funny. 2 flags.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Okay,
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And it's complete. It's
He's still caught it.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Ooh, that was a
Over
perfect
the middle
catch.
by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown catch on the last drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, he might be locked in for this one.
Do better than that.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
If we get to the 30.
Flacco fakes the game, sets to throw.
That's
wide open receiver complete.
26.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
No, we're not going to run.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a turn here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Really something about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The first carry now for the BYU man is Jamal Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
What happened, my boy?
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
3rd and 24.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
What happened? I don't know, boy.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
And guess what? Another safety. Nope.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to...
Oh, they're on him too quickly. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
What the hell was that?
In for the score. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Green Bay Packers coming back out here on offense. It was kind of an interesting sight. You were telling me about it. Green Bay played at Oakland last week in the preseason. Of course, Jordy Nelson now is with Oakland. But it was Aaron Rodgers throwing in passes early on.
It was. You know, a lot of those guys have that pre-warm-up where they go out and throw it around a little bit. So the old teammates in Green Bay reunited. Nelson came out and caught some passes from Rodgers. Rodgers didn't play in the game. And then to flip it over, Derek Carr, the starting quarterback for Oakland.
That one I give him
target at Fresno State, one of his best players, Devontae Adams now with the Packers. So he tried it over and reunited with Derek and threw it around a little bit. So preseason, guys get along pretty darn well.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum, get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he's got room. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far.
And
4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
That's all I'm telling me.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Back to their own territory.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And some room to work. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call
and
the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
Fourth down.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
It's blocked.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It has been blocked.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurts. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a first down run with Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That good for 19 and
that
a
was
first
enough
down.
room for me to go get the touchdown.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Collins. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
What's going on with your boys?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
After that block
They're
field
making
goal.
a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running in, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. To pass, Flacco. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And Flacco keeps it himself. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins.
Oh my fucking God.
Get there. Might have even lost a yard. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline.
And guess what? Flag on y'all.
That away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Anyway, just love getting the flag.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Just like, what?
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Let's go, come on.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that is incomplete.
Dude, you had it in your hands.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's J.K. Scott now on for his second punt. And remember, his first one was blocked.
That's why I'm returning this bitch.
Wiggles free.
And guess what? It's in the quarter.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
I think when I get
now
to the
Flacco
50,
and the Raven offense come up
pass.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Flacco. Oh, that was dangerous.
That was fucking caught.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans. Was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
Here's Collins.
Nope. Okay, bitches.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Passing play, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
How is that incomplete? He clearly caught the fucker.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they got to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught.
This one is caught, fucker.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chris Moore, 33 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Oh, hell no. He's gone. Not taller than that. No, he's done. Out. He's out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So, for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason.
He was out.
But remember this, the Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now. Could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not.
He's been a busy man here in this first half.
Hey, Alex, good luck playing that shit. That scared the living shit out of me. If you see me play Emily Wants to Play 2, that scared me twice more than the first one. I recommend play the first one and second. Trust me, the jump scares are even worse in the second sequel. I think Sean Hitchcock, the developer of Emily Wants to Play series, I think rumors that he's making a third one soon. That's why I saw on Twitter.
As he gets it away.
Go,
this will be taken at the 13.
Ooh, I psyched him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, Callie, you jump too.
Hurry up.
Okay, go.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco.
Ooh, that was smooth.
He's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Keep it going.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shout at that and have a profound effect on this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Come on.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the 1st round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash him running game as a blocker. His best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play action, Flacco. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
I'm not going to risk the 3rd down play.
Downfield, as it turned out,
this is what I'm
couldn't even
do.
find his outlet man
field goal.
because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Because I'm not risking my 3rd down play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football.
How did you beat it? I've been trying to beat the first one. I hadn't get a chance to beat the first one. I think I was stuck in the... I think it was 3 a.m. something like that.
In any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
How you managed to beat the first one? I haven't beat the first one.
So the false start will
Flag
back them up
flag
5.
on Green Bay.
False start. Offense.
Called it.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that
Green
time
Bay's
that
the
caused a
only
jump.
one.
I think if we saw it,
Still second down.
you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
319! 319!
The Cheeseheads love the yellow.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
There's that.
All the way down inside the 35. A really nice game at 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking toward him.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Boom. Terrell Suggs coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And I think there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Jesus Christ, how many
maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Let me try to do a zone blitz.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Is that what he said?
319!
319!
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. It's
How did he caught that?
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was clearly knocked out.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play.
No
Normally you're just trying to pick
way.
up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield.
It was clearly knocked out
Confidence in
in
the
the fucking
receivers to
hands.
go up and make the play, even with defenders around them.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield. Let's build the play.
Oh, before I continue, Grizz270 want me to tell you all that he's doing a YouTube Got Talent contest. If y'all are interested, if I can pull his channel up. He's doing it, I forgot what he said, but he is doing YouTube's Got Talent. But if you go to his channel, if I can pull it up, make sure it's 270. Okay, YouTube, stop unsubbing me from people. Control C, Control V. There's his link to his channel. If you go to his channel and sub to him, he's doing YouTube's Got Talent. If you're interested, he's doing you can do music videos, also comedy videos, like skits, all of that. That was brought up to my attention.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And guess what? We got our flag.
Here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Come on, bitch.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now. Okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, and we're going to be terrific.
Guess what?
But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through.
There,
can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now they're on the board.
On the return, here's White. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
No, don't waste your time using the Hail Mary pass. What other play action pass I haven't done? Let's go with a PA rollout.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Who should I throw it to? I haven't thrown in the Crabtree in a while.
Bootleg, Flacco.
Open. Yes.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in Southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
41.6 million minus 200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help
now
out
it's the right time to use the damn Hail Mary pass.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
We're going to do a Jet 6 drive.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
All right, so we're going to go with a PA flood.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just lets continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Put it that way.
Second down.
It was
I think
clearly
it's
a
pretty
pass
safe to say that
interference.
when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football,
pass interference.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case,
it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Fucking chicken shit.
And he's out of bounds right at the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Snapper Nick.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to be
clearly out.
Right at the 40. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch,
he was
but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
It was clearly fucking out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Fucking chicken shit.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time now where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, Justin, I haven't seen you in a while.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Andrews.
Flacco off play action, able to push his way through.
Got it.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. I used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
Wait a minute, what? What?
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass.
Fuck
the
on.
rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Bitch.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going deep for Brown. And he
That was
knocks
clearly
the
a pass
ball away.
interference.
It falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there.
Nope. We're doing it.
That one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The three
we're going.
completions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They do snap it. Flacco now. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Boom! That's how we players do it.
Caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. On first and goal, Collins. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens add on.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more. I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On the ground, it's Montgomery, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Rodgers now on first down. He gets it over the middle.
Able to knock the damn ball out.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown.
This is blocked. This is blocked.
Randall Cobb from 13 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert get to the half and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
That's right, Hail Mary.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
Fucking bitch.
So go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to.
What the fuck?
He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete.
How is it fucking complete?
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
That was not fucking complete. That was fucking complete.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive in the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I clearly intercepted the damn ball.
What a diving catch there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back. And they'll indeed keep possession. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself.
Come the fuck on.
But it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Start offense.
Try to convert it in 3rd and 15.
That one will be accepted. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start offense.
Jesus Christ.
So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
That's right, intercepted, bitch.
Intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Now Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And again, it's Collins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Thank you.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Flacco, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can.
Got
this
it.
is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco, and the Ravens continue to pour it on. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start. Offense.
Automatic 5-yard penalty.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Come on, y'all. What happened?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We said plenty of...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, hold on. Before we continue, I want to see the stats real quick. I want to see how many flags they got. Let's see, where's the penalties? Twelve penalties. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. 12 penalties in a game.
Afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw.
Come on, Packers.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Here's my boy.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Come on, chicken shit.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Ooh.
Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
Yeah, false starts.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the
Please don't
booth.
tell me the penalties for Han. Let me check something real quick. Let me check the penalties. Penalties. Let's see. False start. Face mask. Defensive pass interference. Set to 70. We're going to adjust this to 90. No, we're going to change it to 85. Offensive pass interference is on. Catch, no. Nope. Okay, so offside, it's at 50. A little block in the back. Bring that up to 80. Roughing the passer. Alright, that should be good for now.
Down, that's knocked away and incomplete.
50 after this.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flacco fakes the give, sets the throw. Over the middle by Hurst. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Hey, we're gonna do a shotgun.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
How did I gain 3 on the play?
43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
4 verticals.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Flacco will take to the air again.
No.
He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
What the fuck on?
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to be interception. A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Most of those players on the defense, all they do is to stand there. That's fucking pure laziness.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I
there you go. Thank you for the flag. That's 13 total.
It's hard to make it happen.
False start, offense.
Bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8.
That's fucking bullshit.
Taken down at the 2-yard
Because that should have been a holding penalty.
Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Okay, send them back 10 yards.
Hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
They should have done a damn holding penalty.
Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
This one's blocked.
No longer has a safety blanket named Jordy Nelson to utilize in the red zone anymore. But picking up Jimmy Graham, that's a heck of a consolation prize. Remember, Jimmy Graham has had 4 seasons of 10 touchdowns or more, including 10 with the Seahawks in 2017.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up.
What the fuck?
The Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The last 7 seasons in a Jet uniform for Wilkerson. Now a Packer still making plays.
Yeah, those last 7 seasons produced 44 sacks. How about 2015? He had 12 sacks that season, but the last couple of years have been a little bit of a struggle. He's hoping to recapture his form in Green Bay.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz.
That's pass interference.
Calls.
This is what we're going to do. Because that's clearly pass interference. We're going to bring the defensive pass interference up to 95. Roughing the passer up to 80 to 90. That's what we're going to prevent from block. Because that's clearly pass interference.
They know they're going to be
That's why
extra
there's no
guys coming
flags
at the
being
quarterback,
thrown.
so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And he almost intercepted
fuck
it.
on.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success,
that's roughing the passer.
Someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
It's roughing the passer.
Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Flacco looks to throw.
That is pass interference.
Throw is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky,
that
there
is pass
defensively.
Interference. That is
This
clearly
defense can
pass
use some more of
interference.
these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Play action. Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens add on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery.
Chicken shit.
A very solid gain of 27. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that will be swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Atlas in the house. Atlas in the house.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Collins. They'll give him a yard on the play.
How's that a yard?
2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating off play action. Flacco. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a loose football.
There ain't no fucking way.
Packers pick it up. And his guys
there ain't
are
no
going to
fucking
take
way.
over at the 31-yard line.
There ain't no
the
fucking
psychology
way.
of the game never ceases to amaze me because
there ain't no
you
fucking
would
way.
think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches
Thank
all
you.
the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over, yet there are humans out there running around.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Thank you.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. The drive starts with a run by Collins.
That's right, I got
gets
the first.
it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he indeed got it, he didn't get it by much. This is a great push up front, but I think the nose of the football does make it over the line to gain. And whoa, that was definitely cutting it close.
That is pass
And his throw
interference.
here's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's
That was
incomplete.
clearly a pass
Let's give
interference.
some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
That was clearly a fucking...
And Flacco drops the football. It's
I'm doing a damn Hail Mary pass.
The offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
I didn't press that fucking button, you fucking idiot.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
I don't give a fuck.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down
I
to
don't
0,
give a fuck.
and that's going to be a delay.
Still 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Passing play. Flacco. He's going deep.
That was
for
clearly a
goal,
fucking...
and will not be able to hook hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy.
Raising it up. Roughing the passer, raising it up. Raising the face mask. Raising the defensive holding. That should have been a flag.
And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah,
Thank you, flag.
In prime position going the other way.
False start, offense.
Yes, back him up.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Guess what?
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
It was blocked.
Last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after that 4th down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big hook up there. Flacco to the speedster Brown. 48 yards.
Ooh.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So that's going to be added to the rules on here.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very now again to Collins. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to kick.
Oh, man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, He's just singing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
and drops.
Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
319!
Come on, Puppet.
319's on it!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
And drops
it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it.
Let's go, come on.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, no, you don't.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play. And now
Baltimore gets set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Boom.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. from the right hash. This from 48. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in
48-yard
trouble the
field
whole way,
goal.
but it does get over the bar. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points,
Yeah,
but this
if I
widens it
keep
out,
going
as you
for it,
said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Green
No
Bay
fucking
getting
way.
ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hits him,
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Rodgers going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
God damn it.
And left side here, it's Green.
Shit.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day.
Oh my God, it's starting to be a habit of mine.
If you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Play always works. That's which one?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Like commentary's asses.
Williams.
I'm not saying
And
the
he
hell
only
up.
manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Rodgers to throw. From the left side, complete. That's Graham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3.
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try to get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run forward with Collins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put right next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, it's Collins. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know, it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second down, Flacco now. This will be caught at about the 6.
That's like 3 yards.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A first down pickup there, Flacco to Crabtree.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
We stay at 18.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
You saw that, right? If I would have juked him, I could have room to go all the way down for a touchdown.
Games in a row that were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, nope, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And of course, I get dumbfounded by these heads, and that's being violated.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down.
This is on pro.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Caught left side to Crabtree.
They
he's
come off
taken
on me
down,
and
but
down.
before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. 7
yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Just what, 4-yard line. First and goal.
Inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm going to go for Andrews.
Once more, it's Flacco. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Flacco looks to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
oh my God, that was an interception.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Rodgers. He comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's
interception.
intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'm going to run down the clock
Completion was
some.
given up, but that's why you play zone defense,
once
so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Flacco off play action. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake.
It's going to be the final.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. Size, the hands,
speed.
I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The game is a
I'm
wrap.
not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but
guess what? It's a wrap.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game.
Guess what? It's a wrap.
You really have no chance to win the football game.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Auto zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 takeaways.
With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
And what's the total of penalties now? $14 penalties and 70 yards, and I only got 1 penalty for 5 yards. Alright, we're gonna finish the game. It's going 1 o'clock, I need to go to bed. I need to go to that one comment up here in chat because I didn't see it. Alright, Control C. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna get off of here. Alright, I'm gonna get off. Night everyone. Thanks for joining in. Boy John, saying out.